Terrorism, covert operations, and espionage on the 9. It's all in a new book, Targets of Deception. We'll tell you why you won't be able to put it down, and we'll have a live conversation with author Jeffrey Stevens on the Big Brown Couch.
All right, Jackie, this morning in Studio A, it's all about spies, action, espionage. We're joined by the author of Targets of Deception, Jeffrey Stevens. There you see the cover of the book, and Jeffrey and I have been talking for the last few minutes here during the break and trying to figure out the origin of how you became an author, and you just shared with me that you used to be a trial lawyer.
Yes, I have a sordid past. I've always written, but my day job is as a lawyer, and when people ask me why should they buy this book, I say the world would do better with another writer and one less lawyer. I think that's a reasonable argument.
And the reason they should buy the book, of course, is because this is the greatest spy thriller in the history of spy thrillers, right?
That too.
All right.
That too.
Give us the synopsis of what goes on in this book with your main character.
This is a spy thriller, as you say, that's based on a kernel of truth. There was a true story about a rogue agent for the CIA who worked in the Middle East. He was highly placed, and then he defected, as it were, to the Middle Eastern factions, the Islamic extremists. And I thought it might be interesting in trying to track him down to use his protege, sort of the student chasing the teacher, mentor and all that. And what I further did to complicate it was, and hence the title, is that you never really know throughout the book who can be trusted and who can't be, as my main character, Jordan Sander, goes on this globe-hopping adventure to try and track this guy down.
And globe-trotting ending up in Portofino, where you vacationed, and that was sort of an inspiration?
Yes, that's right. That's right. Obviously, the book is very authentic, I should say, in terms of weaponry and governmental agencies, locations, and so forth. But years back, when I was in Portofino, I said, gosh, this would make a great spot for the climax of a thriller. And, by the way, if they turn into a movie, it also wouldn't be too bad to be there when they're filming.
Good luck on the movie rights.
Yeah, thank you.
Real quick, I know we want to get to the proceeds. There's a charitable aspect to this, but before that, books now are being marketed with movie-style trailers that we hear on the radio and can see on the web. You have such a trailer for this book.
Yes, you mentioned that, and then I told you, indeed, that if you go to my website, jeffreystevens.com, we did a Hollywood-type trailer, and it's kind of fun, and it gives you a little taste of what the novel's about. It's like 45 seconds, and marketing books nowadays is a different world.
Yeah.
You know, you're competing with television and movies, as we have for many years, but now you're competing with broadband, the internet, and so forth.
You got to cut through the clutter.
That's exactly right. It's tough.
And interviews like this also help.
Yes, hopefully, yes.
Last but not least, a very fascinating angle to the charitable aspect of this book. Fill us in.
Yeah, obviously, whatever our politics are, we owe a tremendous debt to all of our troops, men and women who serve for us and protect us. But there's another line of defense who are these covert operatives, these special ops people. And I got involved finding out about a charity called the Special Operations Warriors Fund. It's a 4-star charity out of Tampa, Florida. And what it does is it helps the children of fallen heroes, unsung heroes that we won't know about, helps their families and so forth. So SOWF, Special Operations Warrior Fund, is a great charity, and so half of the proceeds of this book is going there.
Very, very key in today's world that something like that, that might be overlooked, gets its dues.
Yes, I think so. I certainly think so.
Jeffrey, thank you so much. Good luck with the book and the possible movie deal.
Great meeting you. Thank you so much.
All right, now I want to point out Jeffrey Stevens. Now, Jeffrey is R-E-Y, and then Stevens is with a P-H. So if you go to jeffreystevens.com to learn more about the book, the trailer, or the charity, make sure you spell it correctly when you hit the web. So Targets of Deception, more information about that on our website at myfoxdetroit.com. Just head to our mornings page. Justin, nothing deceiving about the